fully annotated. And we have 17 hearts. I'm given to understand that... Actually, I've never confirmed it, but I think it's possible to get 20. Which means that, if so, there are many pieces of heart we haven't found. Lexi, hello. You say my laptop died right as I logged on. Such a shame. I hope it has recovered. Has it recovered? Am I to understand that? And we have at least a couple more seashells. I'm not sure exactly how many. But I think our first order of business is going to be to teleport to Seashell Mansion, now that we have the one extra special seashell from our walrusy friend. I wonder if he comes back up, if you play Marin's song for him again. Let's see. Because there are these seashell-shaped indicators on the wall of the Seashell Mansion. Like milestones in your seashell getting journey. Hello. Well, that was a surprise. Hey, I'll tell you a secret. So glad I noticed that little prompt. Use your sword to poke at dungeon walls. If you hear a hollow clank, you could break the wall with a bomb. That's what green sounds like. Thanks, friend. What about you? Well, that was a... Yeah, okay. If you see a weird bowl all by itself in the middle of a cave, sprinkle some magic powder into it? Oh, yes. It's a pretty good joke on the thing that lives in there. That would be our bat friend. Is there a third bat friend? Or is it just the two of them? If so, then we've missed one, right? We only saw him twice. Hello. What I'm kind of wondering and hoping is, are these last three indicators the last three seashells themselves? What do we get for that? Another chamber stone. Yeah, we really haven't made much use of these. And what I don't know and kind of wish I did was, can you get pieces of heart and things like that from working with Dompe? Or is it purely like an interactivity, social creativity type feature, which is pretty cool. So what are we to do next? I think that we can at this point head straight to the egg, because we have all the instruments, and the owl says so. But I think we're going to spend a little time trying to find a few more seashells and wander around a bit, really clean things out. Lexi says, with how many pieces of heart there supposedly are, it seems like it must involve Dompe somehow. Maybe. I don't even know if I'll get more of those things if I go down the river raft ride again. There was no way to tell that a piece of heart would be the reward for that. And I'm only going around Conlet Castle because I want to... No, don't you do that. I want to explore everywhere I can to see if the seashell sensor goes off. Ethan says you get 2 pieces of heart and 1 container from Dompe. 1 container? Ho. They take a while to get, though. It's not very fun, in my opinion. I see. So that means there are only 8 pieces of heart left out there, including the 2 that you mentioned. Oh, God. Get your equipment together, Link. You can defend against that, huh? Conlet Castle is a bit of a geographically homologous counterpart to Hyrule Castle. Including in the way that you have to enter the courtyard. No seashell dings here. Oh, I just remembered. First of all, I want to see if there's anything in here too. I'll take a tour of it. Take a lap. And these seashells could be anywhere because we know that some were added for this version of the game. And it could be, as far as I know, that I only have 2 more left. So it doesn't seem unrealistic to try and get them during this session. Remains to be seen whether I indeed will. Oh, that's cool. Link's footfalls become much more frequent when he's holding his shield out. Normal steps, and then with shield. He kind of goes double time. It's a nice castle. I wonder how it looks and how it's arranged when it's populated. It's only 4 screens in floor area, which is a lot. I mean, that's better than the apartment that the prince ended up in. That does seem too bad about Dampé. That means he's not really just an extra. And I'm sure Dampé's stuff is a lot of fun if you are interested in arranging cool dungeons and exchanging them with your friends. It's the closest thing to an official Zelda maker that Nintendo's put out, as far as I know. Looks like there's nothing else here to find. Thankfully, we can just hop right back down. We did a double flip, that's cool. There's no getting onto those platforms there, huh? Okay, so something I think we didn't do, or did we? Is get over here. You can finally do that with the hook shot. I don't think I ever did it. You can't share the dungeons, so it's just you playing with them. You can't share them? I thought the whole idea was that you could share them. Look, we found 1 seashell here. All right. It's a very simple room to store a seashell, too. It's a statement. Looks like we have to jump down here now. Which means we have to go over this way. We can't play our ocarina in the water. I might have played it earlier, before I jumped in, if I had thought about it. And we could see the graveyard there off to the left, and of course the Tabal Wastelands, which seem to have nothing of significance in them, which is so interesting. It's kind of nice, though. A bit of that Breath of the Wild feel. There are some large areas that are just in the world, because some worlds have large areas and not much in them. I like that. I think on the way to back to the Seashell Mansion, we'll go for the raft one more time. I'm glad I chose the offensive tunic. Dispatching folks is just so easy. And I still haven't really played around enough to know whether there's a separate prize for the Rapids raid. Here we go. Not the smoothest start I've ever had. Down we go. We still made it under 30, only just. Whee! 300 rupees, okay. I think he's out of pieces of heart. Well, thanks for making your way down here, dude. Can I play my ocarina from the raft? Go in the mansion with an acorn's protection. Oh, did we lose the acorn's protection? Okay, so if we only need 1 more seashell after this, then that next indicator should light up. No, No indicator there, folks. That means there are probably more than 30 seashells. Oh, of course there are. We have 31. How many are there? Is it 40 then? That's 35 and 40 are the milestones? My gosh. Okay, well, I suppose we could... Actually, let's walk. A little more exploring. I was going to say, I suppose we could visit Dampé just to see what else he says. Aha! There we go. It contains a windfish. Exactly. The egg is the, it's a little bit like a placeholder for the final castle in a typical game of this kind. There's the seashell. I think I remember that one. Wow, I walked by that 3 or 4 times and never found it. What's that up there? Did we find one up there already? Not sure. Link is red? He says, I bet I'm red. Zenkoth, welcome, by the way. I traversed the amazing, mysterious world of color last session. And I was given the choice between a red tunic and a blue tunic. I prefer the appearance of the blue tunic and the slight mystique that it comes with, but the red tunic gives you additional offensive power, which I also favored. Come on, censor. Zenkoth appropriately says, wowee. Let's see now. Dampé lives there. He has a teleportation thing right by his shack. Never quite been sure what that is. Hello. Hey there. I'm reinventing this guy's voice for the 3rd time this game. Company is always welcome. Alright, let's talk about it, Dampé. Good morning, Tom, and welcome. We've got some new chambers. If I choose a range, what are you going to give me? That's the one I did earlier. Okay, so we'll leave all that. Thanks, Dampé. I would like to take another stroll through the forest. It really has been a while. Now I can defeat everything. Oh, we haven't had a mushroom in a while either. Is that what fills up my last space? Apparently I still don't have a bottle too, right? Oh god. I was frozen like that for some reason. That might just have been a Joy-Con transmission issue. A freak Joy-Con transmission issue. Oh no, the mushroom goes there. Oh, wow! A piece of heart I never got because I was never in this cave past the point where I could lift stuff. Look at me go. I've forgotten to backtrack. Very good. Back in the days before we knew about floors with cracks. The birds! I never noticed the birds. That's some good atmosphere. But we don't really ever see any birds. Raccoon's Cove. Hi, fairy. Just mow your lawn again. We see attack pros, yes. I guess we could check in here again, but No, there is more. Look at it. It's an isolated cave. It doesn't lead anywhere. Incredible. Wow. This cave must have looked bizarrely impossible originally. And some bonus money? This place is a trove. I love bonus money. Yeah, there should be more of it. You better keep the trend going. Okay, now we've done this, right? Can we bother you again? I guess not. Doug says, trove comes from treasure trove, which comes from trésor trouvé, meaning found treasure. Now that's how you greet a group of friends. I mean, maybe it's how you greet your friends. But Doug, I'll greet you in this way. Don't worry, I didn't call you Butt Doug. It was in quotes the first time as well as the second time. It's my standard greeting. So saying that something is a treasure trove just means it's a found treasure. It's not more than one treasure or anything of the kind. Or is that just another Ethan-style tale about things in different languages? If it's Steve, it's probably French. Well, I'm Steve, and I'm not probably French. Saying something is a treasure trove says that it's a treasure trove, Steve. Don't confuse etymology with meaning. What if it's my standard meaning? Yeah, we're definitely having slight Joy-Con issues today. I pressed lift for that chicken a good 6 times before it lifted. The chicken escaped. Trove means egg in German. So probably a dork. Okay, did we ever search the whole beach for seashells? I mean, it is a beach, right? And did I have the seashell sensor when I went to the signpost maze? Ooh, there's one. Are there any ram the tree to get the seashell trees? Evidently there are. And there was a second chime? Or was it just telling me that the seashell was sitting there? Let's figure it out. It's one of the only isolated trees. Curiously isolated trees. And there are some seashells in dungeons too, so gah. What if I've missed one? And the sensor's never going to tell me unless I go in the dungeon and start to explore it. It's also probably good to do a tour of the world that has served you so well before the point where you awaken the windfish and allegedly cause it all to cease to exist. Like a captain touring his ship before a battle. Before a losing battle, if I remember correctly. Aha! Now where could one be around here? Is it up the stairs? Or is it down here on the beach? Are there many of these little seashells in the sand? Does that actually indicate a secret seashell? Let's find out. Apparently that's not going to work. Doug says, yes, but something, it wasn't really a losing battle. Well, that's right. So the ship was destroyed, but the battle was won. But the battle was won. Is it here? No. It's not a secret seashell, it's an overt seashell. You've got an overt seashell. If you get enough of these, there might be something in your face. Okay, so it still could be anywhere around here. Could be in any of these trees. There it is. Another tree-based seashell. So this is the only seashell that we found on the beach. Oh, there's another one here. Forget it. Hey, buddy, remember when we used to do this all day? Oh, sorry. How's our gorilla friend doing? Aha! Yet something else. It could be that tree, but that seems too far away for the sensor. Is it this thing? What the heck is this anyway? What are those? I think they're just arts, you know? Generic arts. Here's Marin's Beach. I guess, okay. Could be here. Could be here. It seems like I think it's a coconut, Doug says. Do coconuts have leaves coming out the top like that? What if it's a coho nut? Is it time to start digging then? I think I'll go back and play the song near the log again too. They do when they begin to sprout. Ethan, according to Zelda's official continuity, this is the same Link you play as in Link to the Past and the Oracle games. That's, I think, correct, yes. I wasn't certain about the Oracle games, but there's definitely continuity between, like, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. At least there sure seems to be. Alright, let's try this. There are different links? Yeah, Lexi, I think the idea in the legend that kind of pervades the series is that each game's story takes place in a different, distant era in Hylian history. And so the legend is passed down that a previous hero once arose and now the current hero is arising. And there's usually a Zelda-type figurehead and a Ganon-type figurehead as a sort of reincarnation thing. I don't know if I would say this Link looks the same as, say, the Link in Breath of the Wild. You know what I'm saying? These trees don't seem to bounce around so much when you smack your body into them. There it is. I should have been able to zero in on that better by watching the sensor. It's BOTW Link's Memoji. Didn't know that he used iOS. Is there a secret seashell in this house? This sad house? It's the same Ganondorf in every game. There is one? Really? Where would that be? There it is. Wow. Cool. Well, now that we know there are more seashells, they seem to be easier to find. It's the law of shelf action. So it's like James Bond. Is it like James Bond? I thought James Bond actually was the same Bond, but they just didn't sweat so much about the appearance of the character changing. From their real-world perch. They're all 007, but they're not all Sean Connery, yes. It could be, though, that 007 is the continuous identity and there are actual... there is actual agent turnover within the fictional world. Lexi, I don't know, man. I was forced to watch those too. Yes, well. I'm a changed blob! And that's not all I have to say! We're improving the world here, folks. Okay, so we've already explored this place a number of times. Does he ever say anything else? Well, he does say a few things in a row, as you know, but I don't think those things ever change. Unlike him. The hero's shade in Twilight Princess, the guy you learn sword techniques from, is Ocarina of Time Link. I had hypothesized that, but I don't think I had ever confirmed it. Is that confirmed someplace? Tom says, well, Skyfall established that Bond wasn't a name passed on with title of 007, as they do go to Bond's childhood home. And so what are you saying? They imply that Bond's childhood home is a different home than the current 007 has as a childhood home? I might lose you as you continue to talk about that. Okay, so here we are. We're back here. We've explored. We've explored there, we've explored there, and there, and there. There. We went around the whole mountain. We think we got that cleaned up. We did the forest, we did the shores. We haven't really done the stretch between Connalet Castle and Mabe Village thoroughly. So let's give that a go. Let's take it from here, and let's drop off our seashells too. They have not gotten a new 007 yet. The new Doctor in Doctor Who was a girl, though. Ethan, it was confirmed in the book Hyrule Historia, which was officially released by Nintendo for Zelda's 25th anniversary. Yes, I do own said book, but it's a long book. I haven't read every word. And that's kind of cool. Although rather a grisly appearance for that character. You also wonder where he learned those. Okay, so if there are 40 shells to find, twice as many as in the original, then we should have 34 now. No, we have 36. Oh my gosh. So there could be even more than 45, unless those really are staggered. So difficult to know. All right, let's go on this journey that we mentioned. Maybe more of the shells are indoors, too. Maybe Dampé has, like, 8 of them. That was fun. Proceed. Don't think we ever did this, did we? Steve, are you actually going to approach the egg? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The plan for today is do some exploring and wandering to see how long we want to do it, and then eventually go and approach the egg. That's the plan. Do you think you will complete the game in this session? It is my prediction that I will. In fact, it is my intent. Plenty of grass here to harvest. Doug, I'm trying to decide when I should go get breakfast. Well, that's that's a personal decision, but I certainly endorse enjoying a good meal. Zankoth says, in that case, I'll leave so I don't get spoiled on the ending. That seems very respectable, Zankoth. I would endorse this. Hello, old chap. I am forever in your debt for getting my leaves back. You've told me that before. If it's about the amount of time you'll need to prepare breakfast, Dog, I would go ahead and prepare it now, unless you mean you're going to go on a road trip to get it or something. Then I'm not sure. Aha! Is it here? No, is it here? Yes, it is. But what if you have breakfast for lunch? What if your first meal is dinner? Ah! Look, I'm going to call the diner I frequent and place a carryout order. Then, I'm going to go to that place, buy it, take it home, and then eat it. Well, that's cool. With the state of technology as it is today, I'm sure you could join us remotely from the diner if you so chose. Unless you're avoiding exposing yourself to contagion, which is also quite respectable. I'm not going to enter the diner. Foul place. I'm merely going to give them all my funds. Do you have anything lately? I reckon I should be there and back with my meal in maybe 25 or 30 minutes. Well, you could certainly try it. Might as well buy that. What else am I going to spend all this money on? You got an enormously expensive chamber stone. I'll try it. All right, Doug. Bon chance to you. I've got to! So long, Doug. Oh, you even discovered the secret lurk command. Better than a chamber pot. That's a mystery for the ages, Tom. Still nothing much else here. You're not nearly as exciting as I thought you might be. Lexi, I think Buddy is trying to cheat treats out of me. He's climbing up on top of the things I've been training him with and looking at me expectantly. Sounds like he gets it. Sounds like a good opportunity to train him on the concept of context. Link, someday you will leave this island. I just know it in my heart. Don't ever forget me. If you do, I'll never forgive you. Alright, Marin. It's nice to see a rather affectionate relationship in this short and sweet game. Some people really like Marin, I've learned. Right. How's Madame Meow Meow doing? Not many developments here. And no seashells either. Is there a seashell in Mini Chomp's little hut? There might be. Where would that be? Here? How about here? Perhaps here? Is it beneath the skull? Beneath the skull. There it is, right in the corner. And the smart old sensor didn't ding until we were over here either. We still never cleaned out the fishing place. What do you have? A bomb? Hey, fisherman, there's a bomb in your tree. There was, anyway. Is there bait in this game? Sometimes bait is a concept in Zelda games. Or different hooks and stuff. Look at that thing! And there's a blooper here too? Ooh, stuff has happened. That's evolution, people. Cheap. You know you want it. What convinces you? What if I deduct one payment? You know the blooper wants it. It's now only 4 payments of $39.95. Ooh, we got the blooper, folks. Come on, buddy. This one's a little hard to reel in. What? What just happened? The blooper actually left. Wow, he's a strong bloop. That's interesting. I'm pressing the left directional pad to do this. Typically in that game, the directional pad doesn't respond. Ya got blooped. Look, another guy comes in. Is it really just down to doing this enough until he takes interest? This fish does have eyes. Oh my god. I lost it. I'm going to read this extra carefully. Here's how you do it. Hold A and release to cast your line out. The longer you hold it, the farther you'll cast. Good. You can tug on your line by moving out. If you want to reel it in a hurry, keep tapping A real quick. Oh. Okay, I was failing to do that. I was just holding A. Now we have a giant blooper. And no giant dolphin. Giganto bloop. Here we go. Aww. Let's give him another shot, shall we? Every blooper deserves a second chance. Come back, blooper. He's getting out of there, man. Yeah. Still curious about that dolphin thing. That was a tragedy. Link doesn't look directly at the camera too often. Can you reset the pond by going off the screen? That's just what I'm trying to figure out. Fish hook emoji? Happy face emoji? That's what Link looks like, yeah. Oh, I see. Yes. I didn't even see the green guy down there that time. He seems to base the rupees pretty directly on the size. He ends up asking whether I want to keep going twice in a row. For whatever reason. Aw. Dagger Steve, so this is why you just popped up on my fishing sim category. Exactly. It was a conspiracy with some truth to it, what can I say? Welcome in, Dagger Steve. Always good to see you in. That's enough fishing for now. I don't suppose the Dream Shrine has anything else in it. Steve's an avid fisher simsman man. We haven't dreamt in a while. Would they hide us another seashell in here, do you think? Would they? I think not. Hope everyone is having a lovely Sunday. Thank you. You as well. We were speaking of meals and dining. I just finished a delicious Impossible burger. And an hour later, when I was getting ready to begin broadcasting, I was still sort of wallowing in the residue of the derived bliss. That product is a culinary triumph, I think I would say. In more ways than your average food product. Yeah. Is Taran back home after all this? No, he's not here. I wonder where he ended up. Always got to admire this tea set, though. Hello. That's all he's got for us, but he has a wonderfully soothing fire. Look at this. Excuse me. His meal is always ready to go. Ethan, did you place all the figurines? I have still only found one figurine. I have no idea how to find the others. Alright, let's take another visit to the Seashell Mansion. Actually, have we found even one seashell since our last visit? You get a new once you place the one you have. Oh. Oh. Well, that would help explain it. Yes. I'll check in about that once I've done this then. Oh, maybe the tip of the shell indicates exactly where the requisite amount would have to reach. I found at least one in the Chomp Pup hut. Yes, thank you, yes. then yes, I should be trying to see whether I have one and can place it. And if I have one, it's the one that I mentioned I got. Yay. Let's have a look. There it is. So the question is just, where does Chow Chow go? Is Chow Chow like a variant of Chain Chomp? Is that the idea? Sorry to just walk in and wander around your place there, guys. Does Chow Chow go in Madame Meow Meow's hut? Bow Wow. Oh wait, there's one on the table. That might have been it. I missed it. There it is. No, we can't. It'll ruin everything. There we go. Oh, okay. That's it, huh? And now will the trendy game magically have all the rest of them? Yep, there we go. That was awful. Oh well. Gooba. Worst attempt at this game I've ever made. That's gonna be fun. Is that gonna make things easier or harder? Let's find out. Okay, now it has it. No, it doesn't have it. This is almost hopeless. This reminds me of the bonus game in Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy, says Dagger Steve. Yeah, that's right. There was a crane game in that, wasn't there? Physics. It's our downfall. Yoink. Nintendo had a real crane game phase in the Game Boy era, or a real crane game phase, yes. You know, it's a kind of game that you can put in a two-dimensional environment without too much difficulty. The beautiful airy movements of a craned rupee make it all worthwhile. I don't remember where the Goomba is supposed to go. Are there stands for these accessories in houses that aren't in Mabe Village? If so, I don't remember them. Japanese crane games that require some skill are fun. Yeah, because all the other ones don't. They're just totally random. Look, you have one. You have Cheep Cheep. You don't have one, right? Well, they all do, but most are rigged to achieve a particular payout. Rigged? You mean designed. Where else am I missing here? Does the item shop have stands? You have another chamber stone? How much is this gonna set me back? Another 1280? Hey, VGA shows up. Hi, VGA, welcome back again. What a crowd this morning. I'm delighted. I peeked in at you playing a little Super Mario World as well. It's good to see what wasn't around in the Super Mario Maker stuff. Boo, Spiny, and was it Cheep Cheep? It was Shy Guy. And this one. Once again, sorry guys. Alright. It's very important for me to stretch my face every hour and be refreshed. And if you've been seated and unmoving, perhaps you should consider doing the same thing. Once again, don't forget to hydrate. I'll be back in a few moments, and we'll wrap this thing up.